Reet is one of the best controller players of all time, competing at the very highest level. Despite his high level of skill, many people over the years have accused him of cheating. Today, I'm going to provide the reasons as to why people think that Reet cheats and react to his gameplay so that you guys watching can decide for yourselves whether or not you think he's cheating. Reet has been playing Fortnite since shortly after it came out, but didn't make a name for himself until DreamHack 2020. This is partly because Reet played on NA West, which was a rather small and less relevant server than NA East, which is where all the really big North American pros were from. This is also paired with the fact that for Reet's first few years competing, he was unable to place well in any tournaments, and didn't even come close to placing somewhat decently, as his best performances from around this time were around the top 1,000 to top 3,000. So how did he go from one of the worst competitive players on NA West to suddenly winning thousands of dollars in tournaments against the best players in the world? Well, as I say in just about every single one of these videos, you cannot come out of nowhere and just magically become one of the best players in the world unless there is something really shady going on, and Reet is no exception. So how exactly did he go from top 3,000 placements to suddenly winning tens of thousands of dollars? Well, him and many other controller players started doing insanely well in tournaments around the same time. Early Chapter 2. It's convenient because this is the same time that the Cronus Zen started gaining a lot of popularity. It's definitely no coincidence that right when the Zen was released, a ton of controller players like Reet, Unknown Army, and many more started really making a name for themselves due to their incredible aim. Another big reason why people assume so many controller players are cheating is because of their LAN placements, with people like Unknown Army dominating the qualifiers but only getting 6 points at the actual World Cup. But now that years have passed and Fortnite has changed, is Reet still being accused of cheating? Yes. In the last year or two, the Cronus Zen seems to have fallen off, with most cheaters switching to the DMA or other cheats, as I've been talking about in my videos recently. But why do people still think that Reet cheats? If he's cheating, he would have been banned, right? As I mentioned in every video like this, the cheats that pros use are totally undetectable, meaning that Epic Games has no way of spotting or banning these cheaters, leaving me to analyze gameplay and share my thoughts. I'm about to react to the end of Reet dropping 50 kills in a solo squad game just recently during the Fortnite OG season, and I'll just give you guys my thoughts on whether or not he's still cheating. But before I do that, only 5% of my viewers are subscribed, so you guys should totally do that. Alright, so I figured we would just tap into towards the end of this video right here with Reet. He's already at 29 kills. I watched the first part of this video and didn't really see anything too suspicious, so I guess we're just going to watch the end bit where he goes from almost 30 kills to 50 kills and just see if anything looks suspicious or not. So here he is. A perfect headshot on a guy, another perfect headshot on a guy, or pretty perfect. He really just hits every single shot with his shotgun. There's a clip of Oceantics, and even though he's a glazer, he still might believe that Reet is in fact cheating. Dude, this video is so loud. I actually have to have it turned down so far. But yeah, Reet's currently at 33 kills, hits a clean shot, a little bit of piece control, hits another shot. Those are the angles that I always try and hit whenever I'm doing, like, you know, piece control or whatever. Kills the guy. He's not very good at the game, clearly. Hits an insane shot. I feel like most people would have honestly missed that shot. Misses an edit. Kid messes up the shockwave. He's going to go for the thirst on this enemy player. And keep in mind, he also is playing ranked right now. Most of the people he's fighting are only like diamond or platinum, but some people are a little bit higher rank. The fact that he just always hits every single shot with the shotgun is incredibly suspicious. Like, even right there. Like, let me skip back and let's watch that back. So here he is. He's coming down. Right, he knows there's a player over here, but doesn't know exactly where the player is. He comes down, looks right at the player. It's not anything too crazy, to be honest. People do hit those shots all the time, but it's just like every shot he takes with his shotgun is a very high damage pump, which we really don't see with like anybody else. Pretty much every single person who plays this game at a high level is consistently missing shotgun shots and not hitting for max damage. It's like every single shot he takes is like 100 to 120 damage. Or 50 in that case, because the player only had 50 health. But it's crazy. He's currently at 37 kills with 14 people. Meaning that he's going to be killing the entire rest of the lobby. I think a team reboots and he kills the rest of the lobby. I forget how it all goes. I remember he gets pretty low towards the end. Just constant combat, constant... crosshair following the enemies. That's one thing I've noticed about Reet, right? Is that his crosshair isn't very snappy because he's playing on controller. I feel like if he was using a cheat where it snaps his crosshair, he just wouldn't be able to do that without being exposed. Given that he plays on controller, it's a little bit harder. I think if he was using an aimbot, like a DMA aimbot, aside from like a Cronus Zen aimbot, he might have to tone it back and significantly increase the smoothing and just change his play style, because playing on controller means that your speed that you look around is very limited, meaning that it would be pretty obvious if his crosshair was snappy. But it just seems like his following, like the way he follows players with his crosshair is just so precise. Like he perfectly tracks people through walls. It's honestly kind of ridiculous. It's not really something I see with like anybody else. Like, even though he knows where players are, obviously because of things like visual footsteps, it seems like his tracking is just far better. Like, shots like that, like, I don't even get how people do that without cheating, to be honest. He almost dies right there. He actually gets beamed and then still aggroes this player with only 20 health. 37. Wow, actually a low damage shot. I was proved wrong from earlier. 27 health. Just trying to survive at this point. I guess sometimes he does hit very low damage shots, but to be fair, he is totally in shambles right now. Hits him for 71, kills the player. I will say his competition right now is not very strong, but he's definitely very nervous, being at 41 kills, world record pace right now. I believe that the last world record before this was 45 kills, and that was back in OG Season 3, I believe, by Tixi, way back in the day. I believe literally before Reet drops this 50 bomb, I think that that the 45 was the world record for like 5 or 6 years. Gets pumped right there really hard. Looks like the enemy might have better ping. That's where I feel like a lot of people would have just died. Like a lot of people, pros included. Pros, content creators, doesn't matter. I feel like a lot of people would have just died right there, getting sprayed like that, but he manages to get out. He's very lucky that his competition's not very great at the game, and they're also not very aggressive. He's very lucky that he's getting to sort of 1v1 a lot of these players. He's not fighting full squads pushing him at one time. He gets to sort of take them out individually. Like that. He had them all really low from earlier. And keep in mind, the OG season really did not have a whole lot of shields laying around, so if you cracked someone, there's a good chance that it didn't have any shield to heal back up, which is, I think, a huge benefit of how he got this, or it's a huge reason as to why he got the 50 bomb here, is because a lot of people he's fighting are really low. I feel like if he were to try and drop a 50 bomb right now in Chapter 5, he just wouldn't be able to. Like, regardless of player skill level, I feel like everyone is just, they have too much health, they push differently. He got really lucky with this, that a lot of the people he's fighting are just really, really bad, and they haven't really played the game since OG Chapter 1 or 2, and they also don't have a whole lot of health. So I feel like that's why he's getting this. So far, I've seen some pretty suspicious shots. I think it's not the shots, though, about Reet that are suspicious. It's about, one, knowing where other players are, and also just having perfect tracking, and never missing a shotgun shot. I haven't seen him miss, I don't think, ever with a shotgun. I'm not even being like hyperbolic with that. I legitimately cannot name a single time when I've ever seen Reet miss with a shotgun, because his tracking is just so perfect all the time. He's got the grenade launcher. The grenade launcher was so annoying back in OG season. Honestly, every season with the grenade launchers in is super annoying. Really good tracking. Shoots the guy behind the wall. I mean, they know he has a grenade launcher. They know he has a lot of mats. They know he has a lot of shield. I don't know why they're peeking like that. I'm pretty sure that also during OG, the snipers were not too crazy. There wasn't too much. It wasn't like nowadays where you kind of have to carry a sniper. But yeah, I believe it's only one team left. One team versus him for the 50 bomb for the world record. I wonder if anybody would count the world record if he got it, but just didn't win the game. Like, if he came second place with 50 kills or 49 kills, would it still count as the world record? Because he is still dropping 50 kills in one game, or 49 kills in one game, which is still a record. Does it only count if you win the game? That's my question. But he does win this game regardless. Pops the mini for 6 shield. It's just him versus 3 players now. Thought he had one knocked. I think, yeah. Oh yeah, he does. Now he has 2 players knocked. Now it's just an even 1v1. But wow, 70 health. Crazy. Health is going down. The grapple doesn't work. He's 100% in full shambles right now. No mats either. 20 health. If he didn't have a grappler here, he would have completely lost. 11. He's on 3 health. A perfect shotgun shot. Perfect tracking. Despite being in complete shambles, he has perfect tracking and manages to take out the last player. He is so lucky. There are so many very specific things in this game that just fell into place. And to me, I think that he personally is still using a Zen, but I'm not 100% sure. Could he be using a DMA? Yes. Maybe not. Who knows? Regardless, he is a really good player. He does have really good mechanics, especially for a controller player, but his aim tracking is something that we don't really see with a lot of other players. So let me know what you guys think down below, and check out this last clip from Faxity, checking Reet's PC. There's something interesting in there.
Checking Reet's PC for cheats, and this happened.
Oh, right here. Is this
Why do you have a USB plugging in and out?
for my mouse? Or the USB? Bro, you plug your controller into the PC, you fucking retard.
No, wait, no, you have a USB plugging in and out. I'm gonna get B. That's what Renewity did.
That's for actual aimbot. Bro, I don't.
Wait,
I aimbot, man.
nah.